Okay, so what we talked about when I studied with Dr. Dorothy Sisk, gifted education, this was years ago, and I did not have a background in education. I just said, boy, I love science, I think I could teach it. So they said, okay, teach science. So when I taught science, we had a guy that come down from New York in the Creativity Institute, and so what he says is, look, he says, we said, well, what's the difference in creativity? And Einstein said creativity is more important than intelligence, which of course it is. Because creativity means making the strange familiar and the familiar strange. So what we do, we look at something and we say, well, what are the many uses for this thing? Well, I could use it as a wedge, I could use it as a mirror, I could use it as a table if I needed to. What are the many uses that I could use out of this thing? So you look at 1,000 uses for an iPhone, look at 1,000 uses, what can I do with this ring? So you want to make the familiar strange and the strange familiar. And when you flip those two things around, that's the ultimate in creativity. Has very little to do with intelligence. A lot of creative people aren't considered intelligent. A lot of intelligent people can't apply what they know and be creative. So you have to change everything around. It's like the truck that got stuck underneath the bridge because the bridge was too low and he hadn't anticipated it, stuck. And so the little kid comes up and he says, wow, so the cops, everybody, what are we going to do? We don't know what to do. We can't move the bridge. The truck's stuck, and the little kid says, let the air out of the tires and it'll lower the truck. Let the air out of the tires, the truck goes through. That's it. That's why, because he didn't have the clogged stuff of the training and the rule orientation that we have in society. He made the strange familiar and familiar strange, and says, wow, just let the air out of the tires. That's what creativity is. It's that simple.